Hey everybody, it's Dr. Kelly. How do you know if you are spurring inspiration or just forcing regurgitation? In this episode of the Learn It Moment, we're going to be talking about how to know if your customers are actually learning. And remember, when we're talking about customers, it's everybody. Everyone who is consuming your information, consumers are customers, students are customers, your staff who you're training are customers, your customers are your customers. How do you know how you're getting it across? Stay tuned for this episode because we're going to be talking about my headphones. Here we go. Hey everybody, it's Dr. Kelly. I used to be a teacher in the toughest classrooms in the worst neighborhoods with the most difficult students. And what I learned there changed everything I thought I knew about content creation and delivery. Over the past 25 years, I've taught thousands of students, both in person and online. And what I can tell you is that effective online engagement is the hardest thing you'll ever do without guidance. So I've dedicated this channel to showing people exactly how to capture attention, hold engagement, and create transformation. Every single part of it. I love learning, I love teaching and making an impact, and that's all you're gonna find right here. All right, so when you're getting into the actual dissemination of information, it's absolutely crucial that you understand fully what you're getting into. I want you to be thinking the entire time, how do I know? How do I know with certainty that my customer is actually learning this information? Now, in a very formal setting, it's super easy. If you're training new staff, if you're onboarding some new staff, it's really easy to make sure that we're fostering that environment. But let me ask you, when you've created this information to onboard some new staff, to onboard a new customer, for example, did you think in your head, am I just trying to disseminate this information, or am I really trying to create an innovative experience for my customer? Because let me promise you, they are so separate and apart from the user or customer experience on what your information actually is. So the most common ways that we can actually see if our customer is getting it is we do the really simple things like have them repeat the knowledge. Now, don't worry, just give me a second. I'll get into it, how we're going to actually do that. But let's just look at it from a 30,000 foot view to start with. Have them repeat the knowledge. Then you're going to test the knowledge. Make sure that the knowledge is actually in there. Then you're going to have them show that they've tested and can prove the knowledge. And finally, what the golden goose is, what we're really looking for is to make sure that that information has what I call, and we're going to get into in great depth, what I call information utility. You see, no longer can you create content just for the sake of creating content. It must have utility. Information utility, as I call it, actually has a purpose, a bigger term purpose. Take B information, take A information and make Z information. That's the kind of utility I'm talking about. When you can take a concept, bring it into your brain, twist it, turn it, morph it, mold it, and push out something fresh, something new, and something innovative. Now, you ask, what the hell are you talking about? Let me tell you. These headphones are my favorite headphones. And I have done all the different kinds of headphones. If you're a headphone guy, I would love it if you would give me other suggestions because these are the best. These are Bose noise canceling headphones. Now, I myself didn't do a ton of research before I bought these, but I have since. Because you see, when I bought these, I just know I've always associated high quality sound with Bose. I've had Bose in my vehicles, I've had Bose in my home stereos, I've got Bose speakers right behind this. Bose makes good stuff, in my opinion. You may have your own, I don't really care. I'm telling you about me. Right now, Bose makes some good stuff. But you know what I use it for? And this will blow you away. Because I found that when I really need to focus, when I need to think, when I need to create, when I need to consume information, I use these, but not to play not to play music, not to play classical. I've done that, it's good, but to actually just cancel the noise so that I can focus, laser focus myself. Now, no one has ever marketed that. No one has ever said, holy shit, do you want to actually focus your brain? Use these Bose headphones because they are remarkable. You click it on and you literally cancels the sound out. Like, my daughter can come up to me while I've got these on and be like this, and I'll be like, sorry, what? Because I can't hear her, because I'm so focused on what I'm doing. What an amazing product. Wouldn't it have been great if I would have got a little bit more education, if they would have followed up, if they would have collected some emails, if they would have said, here's some great uses for our insanely, ridiculously effective noise cancellation headphones. You see, I created that myself. That is information utility. That's use utility. That's taking this and finding a different use for it than what it was used for. I love it. And you know, Bose right now, if you're watching this, you can squirt me a little endorsement, but I can tell you right now that if you do this, if you figure this little pathway out, and we'll get into it more, don't worry. This doesn't all have to be cerebral content. You need some use cases, but you need to ask yourself, how is it that we are going to create the environment we want? Because I can promise you, if you're creating content for regurgitation purposes, you will lose your consumer, your customer, your user. Whatever you choose to call them, nobody's interested in it anymore. Nobody wants regurgitation. People want original thought, and it's your job to help them foster that. Sorry, it was a little harsh today, guys. Have to go out there, have to knock some heads, have to make it real. If you want to take this to the next level, get in there and start thinking. Use your head. How do you take your information and find out if this knowledge has been repeated, if it's been tested, if it's been shown, and if it has utility. That's the golden goose. I'll see you in the next one, guys. I'm Dr. Kelly with your Learn It Moment.